Hey, how's it going? It's Annie. I am freshly out of a walk. It is fall in Colorado, like my absolute favorite time of year, where the air is crisp and the leaves are turning. And I had this whole list of stuff to do, and I decided not to do any of it and text Brian and say, hey, do you want to go on a walk? And we were out there, and he said something that was really profound, and I thought I'd just hop on and share it with you because he said, you know what I've realized is how many little things that I'm waiting through my whole life to pay attention to. So instead of doing it right then in the minute, whatever it is, whether it's playing with one of our kids or going for a walk or savoring, a cup of coffee outside, we have this default mentality that says, I just need to get these things done. I just need to check off this list, and then I can do that, and then I can relax. And we find ourselves in this flow of never-ending checking, never-ending to-dos, never-ending next things. And I know for me, I have a huge mode of I'm going to enjoy that when this, and done. I'm trying to do all this so that I can really focus on you and be present with you, child. Or I'm trying to make all this happen so that I can enjoy dinner. And but the thing that is so profound in what Brian was saying is like, our lists are never going to get done. And so I'm wondering, is the tension then in making peace with the fact that the list will never get done? And I know this has nothing really to do with alcohol, but I do think that alcohol was a very specific way that I could be like, okay, I'm going to unplug with, and then I'm going to reward myself with a drink. And while I now know that it doesn't reward me, I think one of the challenges for me in living alcohol-free has been, well, where does it stop? Because that was part of the ritual, and because I was addicted to it, my brain would scream at me if I wasn't going to fulfill that part of the ritual. So if I, at 5 p.m. when I'd walk out of my office and go grab my humongous glass of wine and my bottle of wine and pour myself a glass, if I didn't do that for some reason, like I had these, internal chemical addictive alarm bells kind of saying, hey, that thing, we're supposed to be doing that thing. We need this thing. And so I had this ritual of, I guess slowing down because I was drinking, if that makes sense. And so it has taken some intentionality for me to think about it in a way that doesn't involve that, because it's easy to do the things that our brains are addicted to. It's easy, for example, to, over and over, just pick up your phone and scroll or check whatever. It's easy to just turn on the TV. It's easy to do those things. What's hard is to do the things that we need to do that are really important, like taking the time out, like going for the walk, like sitting outside with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, like having the conversation, like stopping to play and be present for someone you love, that your brain isn't saying, hey, do me, because there's a chemical addiction cycle in there. And so I guess it is just such a reminder that I think that we all need to, what can you do right now to just make time to intentionally take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, take 30 minutes, and intentionally take a breath, slow down, look around, enjoy something, whether it's this fall weather, whether it's, just being outside in the sunshine, whether it's taking a little cat nap, whatever it is, just something to take time that isn't predicated by, the game's on, so I'm going to turn that on anyway. Because so often, so many of those breaks that we have are so much influenced by the things that our brain has become addicted to. And so I just thought that was a really good thought and really worth sharing, is where are the little things that we're not paying attention to because we're not being as intentional about them as we possibly should be. So